Once again, Mike Chance along with Ron McNamara and Johnny Gibbs. It is homecoming at Claude Mann Stadium. The Leopards preparing to take on J.A. Fair, or Little Rock Fair now, I guess. J.A. Fair dates me a little bit there, Ron.
Well, County Fair dates me, but that's another story anyway. We are continually, bear with us, we're working, trying to, we've helped the static a little bit, but we're still trying to figure out exactly what our static problem is. If you ever have a chance, you're welcome to come up and visit us in the booth. Our wiring looks kind of like a bird's nest, but other than that, we have a good time. We enjoy bringing you these broadcasts brought to you by, Malvern National Bank, McClure Real Estate, Elkhorn Bank, Ouachita Technical College, Southern State Bank, Orr's Fine Furniture, McDonald's, Malvern Daily Record Halftime Stats, Teeter Chevrolet, and of course our friends here at Cox Cable, Cox Communication, Channel 13, who makes all of this possible with the broadcast today and then the 4 o'clock replay tomorrow. And once again, I encourage you, if you haven't seen the broadcast, it's really professionally done. And these high school kids in this Prism department run by Mary and Steve Laverne, they do an excellent job. Really, from the actual production to the actual production and playing of the show and the commercials and everything. It's very impressive.
If they could just get a good set of announcers, this would be one outstanding broadcast.
It has to do with budget money, I think.
There you go. Before we go to the Southern State Bank keys to the game, I will let you know that the captains have met at midfield. Fair won the toss and elected to receive. They will be moving from our right to left, and the Leopards will be kicking off. And the Leopards are coming out onto the field now. And Johnny, as you heard some of Coach Hart's comments, what are tonight's Southern State Bank keys to the game?
Mike, the keys to the game tonight is we're going to have to score early. We've got to score and get on the board. Right out of the gate, we're going to have to stop J.A. Fair first, but we're going to have to score early and stay on top of these War Eagles. The second key to the game is continue to throw the ball downfield. We got big receivers, so we got athletic guys, so we're going to have to continue to use the passing game to our advantage. That'll open up the running game a little bit later. With the third key to the game is the run defense up the middle. We've got to do a better job this week of stopping the run defense, because these guys run the same type of offense as Hope, and they will attack the middle of the field and then bounce it outside wide. So our linebackers are going to be the biggest key to this ball game and a victory tonight.
Those are very good. It's good keys. I tell you what. And not only that, I think the score early, Johnny, your number one key, and I think it's score early and score often, Michael.
Absolutely, and that's really always a key to the game. This Malvern offense has shown great potential at times and has sputtered at other times, but the Leopards are getting set to kick off. Before they do, let's go ahead and find out who tonight's Southern State Bank isolated player.
Mike, tonight's Southern State Bank isolated of the game is Bruce Huell, a 10th grader. He's 5'8", he's a linebacker, 175 pounds, and that kid tackles guys from side to side, and he's just in every tackle on the night. And once again, my third key to the game tonight is we're going to have to do a good job of tackling the guys running the ball. So Bruce Huell is going to be this key to this ball game tonight.
Getting set to kick off is number 7, Josh Moore for the Leopards. Kicks it off. Short kick, hits the middle of the field near the 20. Fielded quickly. Fumble, possible. I thought there might have been a fumble on the play, but Fair had it.
Anthony Bivens on the tackle comes up and makes a good tackle at the 32-yard line. So, Mike, he did not have a very good return, so Malvern Leopard stop him immediately on the return. The War Eagles are pretty fast, not as fast as Hope last week, but it's always great to see good coverage downfield.
And Little Rock Fair getting set to start things offensively. Number 1, Brandon Moore is there.
Mike, he was a danger to the Malvern Leopards last year. He seemed like to do everything right, passed it, runned it, and getting it to the right receiver. So we've got to watch that young man tonight.
Brings a man in motion to the near side, takes the snap. Looking to his left, lets it go. It is complete at the 30-yard line, and tackle made at the 37. Pass was complete to number 21, Justin Thompson.
Mike, that was Bruce Huell. I'm telling you, this young man, he can run side to side and made a diving tackle right at the 37-yard line, and just great open field tackle.
So Moore starts things off with a completion. It's 2nd down and 5. 2 men in the backfield along with Moore. He's in shotgun, 3 wideouts. Takes the snap. Give to his running back, who's brought down quickly. The give was to number 24, Cordero Scott.
Good play by Blair Williams, and also number 75, Ashton Caldwell. Both of the young men are juniors this year, but good open field tackle by those 2 men getting down before the first down marker, which the first down marker is right over the 42-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 40, couple of yards for fair. They get in a tight formation. Moore under center, gives to his tailback. He's hit quickly in the backfield, loss on the play, back behind the 40.
Bruce Huell, a young man, gets up there, number 44 as well. Rasheed Huell. The brothers are getting with it tonight.
Actually, they're cousins, but they are talented.
But you got to almost call them the Huell brothers.
You better. I tell you what, they're great kids to watch.
Fair getting set to punt now. Ball spotted at the 38. Low snap, and finally fielded, and the kick is away. It's a short kick. It will bound at the 44-yard line and then go out of bounds at the 38 of Malvern.
Great field position by the Leopards and great defensive stand, getting in there and do 3 and out by the War Eagles, and Malvern Leopards offense get good field position and basically get an 18, 19-yard punt. So Malvern's got great field position starting the offensive series.
Malvern had the return on instead of the block. Had they had the block on, they could have possibly gotten to the punter there. It took a while to get the ball off. Moore, your starting quarterback, hands off to Clegg, trying the middle, now trying to get to the, not to Clegg, rather
Daniel Delamar.
That's Delamar. He tried to get to the outside, could not, and he is brought down after a gain of maybe a yard. The ball spotted at the 39.
War Eagles got great penetration and made Delamar bounce out to the outside. When you're going east and west, you're not going to get very far, and sure enough, he got maybe a half a yard.
Moore lined up in shotgun, 3 wideouts, 2 men in the backfield. Fair in a 4-3 defense. Now option play, pitch to Clegg across the 40, and he's run out of bounds at the 46, maybe the 47-yard line, and it will be about 2 yards shy of the first, maybe 1.
Excellent fake inside and running the option to the outside and getting very close to a first down. Malvern has to get close to the 48.5-yard line. The ball is about a yard short, so bringing up a very short 3rd down conversion coming up.
Officially, the ball spotted at the 47. Malvern on its first offensive series was able to hold Fair on their opening series.
Malvern seems to come out get a little pep in their step tonight, and the War Eagles kind of seem a little sluggish.
I formation now for the Leopards. Give Delamar up the middle, and he has stopped the line of scrimmage. Actually tries to bounce outside and is going to be dropped for a loss. Ball is spotted back at the 46.
Boy, big old number 56 was right there, and you weren't moving him. Goodness.
If you've seen Malvern the last few games, in a 4th down situation, they're basically setting up in their normal offensive set. Josh Moore, their quarterback, is also their punter, and he sets up about 8 yards deep. Takes the snap and gets the kick away. Low line drive fielded quickly by Little Rock Fair, and they're going to get good field position as the tackle is made at the 46-yard line. So Moore tried to get off a low line drive punt. Had it bounded, it should have taken a good Malvern bounce, but was fielded cleanly.
Just a low kick, and the return man retrieves it and catches it on the line drive, and Blair Williams brings him down very close to the 45 at the 46 of their own. And Malvern's got their test on defense once again.
Again, a tight formation for Fair. Turn, give up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. The give was to number 30, I said 30. I'm looking for him on the
Bruce Huell on the tackle as well as she's made well in there busting it up. So Malvern, again, showing good, tough defense early on in this ball game.
Correction, that was number 20, Lee Robinson on a carry. Again, tight formation, Moore up under center. 5 men on the line for the Leopards. And this time, Moore on the keeper. He's got running room towards the end zone. And he is going to go basically untouched for the touchdown. 51 yards on, or excuse me, 49 yards.
That was just a straight up quarterback sneak, and he just caught everybody asleep on the defense and busted right through the middle for about 51 yards.
51-yard touchdown, Moore, a run by Moore, rather.
Yeah, I tell you what, I believe he got up to the line, and I believe he made that call at the line. He is so dangerous.
Cortez Farrell into kick for Fair, gets it up, and it is good. So with 8:34 remaining here in the first quarter, Little Rock Fair leads the Leopards 7-0. We'll be right back.
At Southern State Bank, we know that our success depends on the success of our customers. So we go the extra mile to help you fulfill your dreams. Whether your goal is to build your dream home, provide for your children's college education, or secure retirement income, at Southern State Bank, we want to help make your dreams a reality. So come by Southern State Bank and receive banking in the right direction.
Once again, we return to Claude Mann Stadium. Little Rock Fair takes an early 7-0 lead. A quarterback sneak, 49-yard quarterback sneak by Brandon Moore.
Moore was really one of the weapons that really hurt us last year, because he really, with his speed and his ability to move left, right, and go down the field, he hurt us last year. And he's that's what you get when you get a good senior quarterback that's been there and done a lot. He saw something and took advantage of it.
Little Rock Fair in a tie formation as they get set for the kick. And finally they spread out. The Leopards have scouted this team well, had the front line gathered up just in front of the Fair huddle. Getting set to kick off is number 32, Cortez Farrell. Low line drive, and it is down at the 29. On the cover rather, is Albert Bragg for the Leopards.
Mike, that's another 10th grader, Albert Bragg and Bruce Huell. There's a number of young men that are going to be back on this team next year and look great competing against seniors on the opposite side of the field. So the future looks very bright for the Malvern Leopards.
Leopards come out in a shotgun formation. Moore takes the snap, running the option the far side. Clegg gets it. Breaks away from 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. He gets the first down as he gets to the 40-yard line.
Mike, that was all Clegg, and he found the seams and just kept slivering through until he got the 10 yards and fell forward for another 2, and he's up over the 40-yard line for a first down.
Gain of 11 for the Leopards.
Fair thought they had him out on that outside, Johnny, and just great second effort got him that last 8-10 yards.
Brim and Butler come split to the near side for the Leopards. One receiver split left, and that is Johnson in motion. Now Moore on the keeper. He's got enough for the first down as he crosses midfield. And he will be spotted at the 47 of Little Rock Fair.
Mike, nobody thought on the field that Josh Moore was going to have the ball or carry the ball. They thought Clegg or Delamar was going to get it, and he just went by 3 of the linemen, expecting that for the backs to be getting in the backfield.
Consecutive first downs now for the Leopards as they look to tie this one up. Down 7-0 here in the first quarter. Moore in shotgun once again, 4 wideouts. Takes a snap, option, pitch, and that is Delamar. Delamar is going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line.
There is a flag. tossed immediately, and they've got a hold on the Malvern Leopard, so be from the spot of the foul, which is at the 44-yard line, and they're going to move them back from there all the way back across midfield, back to the Leopard 44. So,
well, that hurts.
Break.
That hurts. Had positive yards, 3 or 4 yards around the left end, and it really hurt. While we're doing that, I'd like to remind everybody to thank our sponsors, Malvern National Bank, McClure Real Estate, Elkhorn Bank, OTC, Ouachita Technical College, Southern State Bank, Orrs, McDonald's, Malvern Daily Record, Teeters, and Cox Channel 13. Thanks, guys.
Ball spotted just across the Malvern 45-yard line, and we've got a timeout on the field. It looks like Fair may have.
Yeah, we got a flag. I think number 5 got in the neutral zone. So we're going to get our 5 yards back, so it'll be 1st and 13 for the Malvern Leopards, right at midfield.
Ball spotted just on the Fair side of midfield as the Leopards get 5 of their penalty yards back. 7:38 remaining here in the first quarter. Fair leading 7-0. Josh Moore comes back and gets a new play for the Leopards.
Don't be surprised. We might go downfield with one of our big receivers, Brim or Cameron Butler. Phillip Judd is always a big target as well.
4 wideouts for Moore. One man in the backfield. Moore on the keeper. Goes right up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for a loss of about a yard just on the Malvern side of midfield. So it will be 2nd down and about 13 yards.
Unfortunate call because the linebackers were blitzing on the play. Malvern was outmanned right on the line of scrimmage at about 8 to 5. So you knew exactly what the results were going to be on that play.
Basically the same type play that Fair scored with. Clock rolling now. Under 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in the first. Clegg in motion. Moore looking to throw over the middle. Pass intended for Cameron Butler, but goes incomplete. And it will be 3rd down and 12.
Well, I'll tell you what, number 21, their D-back, well, actually their safety had a better crack at it than we got away with one there because he had it in his hands. Couldn't quite hold on to it, and brings up a big 3rd and 13.
Cantrell Johnson into the ball game. Looks like he's going to be one of the receivers. He was a big catalyst for several of Malvern Leopard points last week.
And he does come split to the near side along with Wardell Brim. Butler and Clegg split to the far side. Delamar in the backfield with Moore, who's looking to pass. Right side, looking for Brim. It is incomplete, and Brim hesitated and somewhat mistimed his jump, so the Leopards now will face 4th down and will be looking to punt this one away.
Yeah, 1st and 13 or 14. Malvern is definitely in a position that they have to punt the ball and put the War Eagles back near their end zone.
Moore lined up in shotgun, once again about 8 yards deep. Gets the punt away. Good punt away from the return man. Bounds outside the 20. Picked up, now across the 20. Big hit, but the return man still on his feet. And finally brought down. The return was by number 12, D'Angelo Boyd. And there was a flag thrown on the play. We could hear the coaches in the background calling for a holding penalty, so this one may be coming back. Right now it's spotted at the 38.
Brett Baker as well as number 69, Eric Henson, both bring him down there at the 38-yard line, but with that 10-yard penalty, we'll put the ball spotted at the 20. It is the War Eagles 7, Malvern 0 at the 6:11 mark, and Malvern's back on defense.
War Eagles starting at their own 20-yard line. Send out wide receivers to either side. Moore back up under center, 2 men in the backfield. Turns, gives to his tailback. Trying to break to the outside, and he is going to be stopped for a short gain. That was number 21, Justin Thompson, on the carry.
Rashad Huell just grabbed him by the shirt tails and pulled him back and not allowing him to get anywhere. that young man is having a good game already tonight.
Gain of almost 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the War Eagles.
They were trying to go wide with it, and Rashad, he's in containment. He has to keep those running backs from getting outside, and he made him cut back as well as making the stop too, so great play.
Again, up under center is Moore. 3 wideouts now. Moore hands off to his fullback.
We got the ball.
With the ball is Cantrell Johnson going into the end zone, but the play's been blown dead.
They stopped his forward motion. The referee must have blew the whistle, and as that was happening, Cantrell Johnson just rips it out of his back pocket. But
Cantrell pulled that earlier in the year and went, if I remember right, somewhere around 40, 50 yards for a touchdown, just taking it away from a running back.
And he's very quick, too.
But anyway, there was a gain of about 2 yards or 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd down and 5 now for Fair.
I didn't catch the number of the fullback, guys.
Number 3.
Number 3, thanks.
One man in the backfield for Moore. Fakes the handoff. Rolls right, looking to throw. Over the middle, it's incomplete. Intended for the tight end, number 88, Justin Cross. But Cross can't come up with it, and now Fair faces 4th down.
Mike, they're definitely in a punt situation, but the pass was behind the receiver, and the receiver did get a hand on it, but it would have been plenty enough for the 1st down. But the Leopards hold 3 and out, and definitely can get good field position.
Moore is the punter for Fair. He gets the snap, gets the kick away. Bounds at midfield. Reagan Taylor has to let it go, and it stops rolling at the 36 of Malvern. So Leopards looking to tie this one up. Taylor just couldn't get to the ball as the defenders were right there. 4:34 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-0. Little Rock Fair leads.
We got a flag back at on the 21-yard line.
If it's against the War Eagles, I think Malvern's going to make them kick it again.
You're exactly right.
5-yard penalty. False start on the War Eagles, and that's a big penalty because that moves the War Eagles back 5, and they punted it all the way to the 38-yard line of the Malvern Leopards. So Taylor Riggins might have a chance to catch it in the air, make a difference of about 20 or 30 yards.
Leopards putting pressure on the punter, but the kick is away. And Taylor once again lets this one bound. And once again it is down. This time, though, the ball is down at the 47 of Malvern. So they gain out about 12 yards with the re-kick. Josh Moore bringing the play out on the field from the sidelines.
Good stand by the defense, making the War Eagles 3 and out. That's twice tonight. Early in this ball game, the defense is stepping up.
With the exclusion of one play, the Leopard defense has held up well. Moore running the option, takes it himself. Flag on the play as Moore gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The umpire called it right the middle of the field, and that's normally a holding, and that's what it is. So
the penalty thrown right along the line of scrimmage. The Leopards will be looking at approximately 1st down and 20. Been several holding penalties called on the left. Or Johnny, is that second, third holding penalty so far called?
No doubt. The second one. That's the second one on the Leopards.
Ball spotted at the 37. It's 1st down and 20.
One on them.
Moore takes the snap, gives. Clay breaking to the right side, has running room across midfield. Into Fair territory and finally run out of bounds at the 42. There's a flag on the play, and that should add 15 more.
A flag at the end of the play. The defender just took Clegg to the ground, so that's going to add a personal foul penalty, another 15 yards. Malvern's going to have the ball inside the 30-yard line, very near the 25-yard line, and just a big swing in field position for these Malvern Leopards.
Well, not only that, you take it, and Clegg gets loose for a 24-yard run, and I did check some stats on this young man, and he's averaging 6.33 yards every time he catches the ball. So it's one of those things that as we've seen, he's got the capability to break him and go a ways.
Clegg would have had the first down either way. The penalty moves the ball down to the 25 of Little Rock Fair. Moore takes a snap, gives Delamar at the middle, got running room inside the 20. He's brought down at the 6. They're going to spot him back at about the 8-yard line as Delamar broke free.
They were expecting the option to the outside, and Delamar just shot right through the middle. Looked like parting the seas. And the only man out there was a safety, and he tackles him at the 7-yard line. So Malvern Leopards are in great field position to score before the first quarter's up.
Leopards looking to tie this one up at 7-0 Little Rock Fair. 3:52 remaining here in the first quarter. Moore in shotgun. 4 wideouts. Delamar in the backfield. Brings Clegg in motion. Fakes to give to Delamar. Now keeping it himself is Moore, and he's inside the 5. And they will spot him at the 4-yard line.
Good 4-yard run by Josh Moore, battling, and he was against 4 white shirts, and he still got 4 yards.
Josh did a good job of turning his back, holding on the ball at that point in time, and making, like you say, 4 positive yards. It gets tough down in there. Leopard's going to have to bow up and get these other 4.
Yeah, he's battling the big white shirts. Man, these guys are pretty big.
Second down, goal to go for the Leopards. Ball spotted just inside the 4-yard line. Clegg in motion once again. Again, Moore on the keeper, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back near the 5. Actually, they'll spot him just outside the 5, so it'll be 3rd and goal.
Just seemed like that, the slow developing play, and allowed the defenders to get back there. And, of course, there's about 8 men in the box. They're man-to-man on the wide receivers, and definitely taking a chance with the receivers as big as we've got. And I think it's going to Cameron Butler in the corner.
Now Delamar splits out. Clegg in the backfield. Along with Moore. Takes a snap. Moore looking to throw. Looking for Jones at the far corner. It is caught. Touchdown, Malvern.
Cameron Butler.
Cameron Butler. I said Jones. That was my mistake. But, of course, Jones not suited out tonight. But Cameron Butler makes the catch.
You know, I tell you what, not only that, the D-back was all over him too, wasn't he, Johnny?
Yeah, that little guy was hanging on his shirt. And Cameron Butler just fought through it and come down with the ball. So, man, this guy come up big here.
I'm a little disappointed there wasn't a flag on that one, quite honestly.
Moore looking to tie it up with the extra point. Gets the kick away. It is perfect, and the Leopards and Jay Fair are tied up at 7 with 2:07 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
Hanging with my boys, no one to bother us. None of that noise. Lady Luck's on my side, I'm about to take the fellas for a ride. A little bluff here and a few white lies. You do what you got to take home the prize. Suckers.
Looking for a sure thing? Head to McDonald's for one of Arkansas's favorites, the classic double cheeseburger. Get it for only $1 on McDonald's dollar menu.
Score tied at 7. 2:07 remaining here in the first quarter.
Big plays by the Malvern Leopards open up this offense. And Ron, how many big plays were there in that drive?
We went 43 yards. We had Clegg gets away for 24, and then big old number 34.
Daniel Delamar.
Daniel Delamar gets away for 17, and then we have the 15 tacked on for roughing. So big play, big medium plays. Big plays are 60 yards. These are really nice plays.
Moore kicks it off. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Out across the 30, now running room as he nears midfield. Tackle finally made. On the return was number 31, James Bonhead.
They have speed. And you let those guys get creases, they're going to make the big plays. Malvern's got to do a good job of containment, and then they got him corralled just right there at midfield.
Ball spotted at the 49 of Malvern. 1st and 10, Fair. Once again, come out in a tight formation. Exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Moore steps under center. Running the option to the far side. Keeps it and has got a gain of about 7 yards. Maybe 8 after the spot.
Mike, that just shows you that Moore is more dangerous when there's just a crowd of backs up here tight as any other formation that the War Eagles may run.
Gain of 7 on the play. It's 2nd down and 3. Moore, at this point, seems to be the most dangerous player on the field for Fair. Turns, gives to one of his upbacks. And tackle made right at the 40-yard line. Good tackle on the play by Wardell Brim as he brings Cordero Scott to the ground.
Mike, there's another two-way player, Wardell Brim. He's always a receiver out there on the field, so he's constantly making those tackles or making those routes as a receiver. So great job on the outside, but still the War Eagles had just enough for the first down.
Big 7-yard gain on first down set up that. First down for the War Eagles. Give up the middle. And tackle made after a gain of about 3 yards. Number 3, Avery Williams on the carry. Ball spotted right at the 35.
Avery Williams is a big boy, and he just pushes the pile. And they crowded up there and do like a real short student body sweep without the quarterback leading in, but gets almost a long 4 yards.
Williams limps back to the huddle and limping his way into formation. Moore up under center. Turns, gives to Williams again, who pounds his way for the first down, stays on his feet inside the Malvern 30 to the 25.
Albert Bragg as well as Cameron Butler on the tackle, but not before he squeaks in there for that first down.
Johnny, watching the young man limp back to the huddle, I would have assumed he would not see the ball on that next play, but obviously he's holding up pretty well, but still a very evident limp.
They're running power football right now, trying to run it down Malvern and push him around.
Moore on the keeper again. And he is brought down at the 21-yard line, gain of about 4. Just 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, so that should be the last play of the quarter. And Fair will wait this one out, and the horn will go off. At the end of 1 quarter of play, it's 7-7. We'll be back after this.
Remember when your grandparents took you to the old car shows? And how much fun they were? Now you can relive those good old days. Katrina Disaster Relief Show, Saturday, November 5th at Malvern High School. Registration from 8 to 11. Vehicle registration is $15. Spectators enter free.
And return to Claude Mann Stadium. 1 quarter of play is over. The Leopards and Little Rock Fair tied up 7-7. Let's get a quick update on the Southern State Bank isolated player of the game.
Mike, it's Bruce Hewell, number 43. He's been on 3 tackles, 2 for losses. And Malvern on the defensive side is standing up strong, and they've got their test out there right now trying to slow down these War Eagles.
Little Rock Fair at the Malvern 21-yard line, 2nd down and 6. As Fair has stayed on the ground on this drive.
That's definitely no indication of Mr. Moore's arm, because last year he threw it quite a bit downfield and had some guys that could catch it.
Moore back up under center. Again, a tight formation. 1-man split to the far side. Moore fakes the give, rolls to his right, throws complete to the Malvern 12. Now inside the 10. It's going to be a touchdown for Fair. Pass was complete to number 9, Johnny Sampson, and Sampson caught the ball at about the 12, maybe the 11-yard line, and just weaved his way in, Johnny. And be honest, really a tackle should have been made well before that.
Yeah, it was just a little fade pattern out in the flat, and he just dumped it off to him, and it was definitely the receiver that made all the yards after the catch. 2 missed tackles allowed him to get in the end zone.
Fair getting set for the extra point. It is up.
No good.
And no good. So the Little Rock Fair War Eagles lead the Malvern Leopards 13-7. We'll be back after this.
Malvern National Bank can make your dreams come true with the Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit. This is Tony Warner, and if you're a homeowner, Malvern National Bank can show you the way to live your dreams by using the equity in your home. You can use the Home Advantage Equity Line for anything you want up to your qualifying amount and make one convenient monthly payment. Your low interest could be tax deductible, but check with your tax consultant. Take that long desired vacation, pay tuition, remodel your home, get a new vehicle you choose, and you don't have to come to the bank every time you need money. The Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit from Malvern National Bank, an equal housing lender. Call us today.
13-7, the Little Rock Fair War Eagles lead the Malvern Leopards. Just started the second quarter of play, 11:52 remaining before halftime as the War Eagles get set to kick off. 21-yard touchdown pass from Moore to Johnny Sampson, capping the Fair drive.
Well, we bounced that back after that last one, and of course that was set up really by that big return off of that kickoff, the 40-some-odd yard return, and it makes a lot of difference.
Short kick, looks like Fair may have been offsides, as it's called dead before Malvern has the opportunity to return. And Johnny, really, Malvern would have come out of that with good field position. Cantrell Johnson had fielded it and was already at the 30.
Yeah, but I don't think the kicker can kick it more than 20, 30 yards anyway, so you just never know. That was a dead ball foul, and the far defender was way past the line of scrimmage before the kicker got up there to kick it, so the coach is out there talking to him right now.
Still 11:52 remaining here in the first half of play. Ball spotted now at the 35-yard line. Kicking off for Little Rock Fair is number 32, Cortez Farrell. And Farrell brings his bunch to the line. Deep for the Leopards is Stephen Clegg as he sets up at the 15. The kick is away. Low line drive, bounce to 25, and it goes out of bounds as Cantrell Johnson gets ready to field it, so the Leopards will get the ball at the 35. Johnny, I'm not sure they wouldn't have had better field position on the first kick.
No doubt.
I think Cantrell Johnson caught it near the 35, but anyway, no chance of fumbling, so Malvern will take possession. At the 40 since there was a penalty.
That's right, it'll be the 40-yard line now.
Leopards start way outside of that 20. Johnny likes to start outside of the 20. It's always positive yardage, and we're way outside of it now, partner.
No doubt. I like that 40-yard line. We started last play from scrimmage right around the 38 and traveled the distance for a score. I don't see why we can't score from 60 yards out. So
we hope the Leopards can continue their offensive success they had in that last series, Mike.
Absolutely. Clegg going in motion. Fake to give up the middle, running the option the near side. Clegg gets across the 40, and he is brought down as he tries to make a cut. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
He just one step away from getting around the defensive back, and he still gained a good 3 yards on the play. Malvern's running the option, and Josh Moore's doing a good job getting it out to the running backs tonight.
You know, the nice thing about that option play, Josh made a real good play there, Johnny, and Clegg was out there one-on-one, and that's a good situation you always want to have. Make them make an open field tackle.
4 wideouts now for the Leopards. 1 man in the backfield along with Moore. Clegg in motion once again. Give up the middle. Delamar's got running room across midfield, and he's brought down at the 43 of Little Rock Fair. It's a Malvern Leopard first down.
Strong running by Daniel Delamar. And everybody thought Stephen Clegg and Josh Moore were going to get it to the outside. Again, running the option to the right. And when you slip that fullback running straight up the field, there's nobody to stop him until those D-backs can in the secondary.
D'Angelo Boyd on the tackle, and he took the bulk of the punishment on the tackle as Delamar.
He ended up back at the 35, 8 yards away.
Delamar lowered the shoulder. Again, option play, pitch, Clegg loses the football. Little Rock Fair picks it up, and they're going to have it at the 48.
You got to run a better pitch than that on the option, guys.
Can't force things, and what happens is a bad pitch back behind Stephen Clegg, and Clegg got tangled up with a defender in the backfield and couldn't get back to the ball, so Malvern loses it on a fumble pitch.
So what started out as a promising drive for the Leopards results in a turnover. 13-7, Little Rock Fair leads Malvern.
It gives Fair a very good field position at the 48-yard line.
First down and 10 for the War Eagles. Again, a tight formation. Abandoned the shotgun quickly. That's how they started the game. Moore looking to throw. Now has pressure in the backfield. Turns, lets it go. It is incomplete. Taylor Riggin on coverage puts a big hit on the receiver. Really, Johnny should have been caught, but
no doubt. And the defender, I think he got it right in the gut.
Yeah, he did.
And he spit his mouthpiece right at the 30-yard line, and he's down, but I think it just knocked the breath out of him.
That was number 21, the intended receiver, Justin Thompson. And
coach is out there trying to get a little air in him.
Yep.
Taylor Riggin put a big hit on him.
That's a scary thought when you get, you can't breathe and you think the world's coming to an end.
I've had it happen to me many a time.
Yeah, it's like, oh my, am I dying?
I'm telling you,
he's up. You like to see that. That's just a good, clean. That's what one of those old slobber knockers. He hit him good, clean, right in the bread basket. I'm telling you. 21's up and moving off the field, and he'll probably set this one out and be back in a play or two.
Yeah, he'll be back in the game for a couple more series.
But he'll think twice before catching one over the middle again.
He'll be looking for number 9.
10:31 remaining here in the first half of play. War Eagles lead 13-7. They have the ball at their own 48-yard line. Moore. Double handoff, and on the carry is number 9 for the War Eagles. He's got the first down, weaving his way through traffic inside the Malvern 30, breaks another tackle. And he is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Number 9 on the carry is Johnny Sampson. And Johnny, that's the same kid that caught the touchdown pass earlier, and he has got some moves.
Yeah, he's pretty fast, but it was a double handoff in the backfield that Malvern thought it was going to the right and then got shifted back to the left and went in front of the War Eagles Stadium and missed about 4 or 5 tackles, or he'd have been down several times.
He did a good job there early staying inside watching these blockers, but there was more than one missed tackle on that one. That's not good.
War Eagles going for 2 here. Moore looking to throw towards the back of the end zone is picked off by Josh Moore. Moore with the interception on the 2-point conversion. So with 10:17 remaining here in the first half of play, it's Little Rock Fair 19, Malvern 7. We'll be back after this.
Orr's Furniture in Malvern is proud to support the Malvern Leopards. Our new furniture complex at 400 MLK Boulevard is one of the largest in the state, featuring the most trusted names in the industry. We stock a huge selection of leather sofas, chairs, and home theater seating, as well as one of the largest recliner galleries in Arkansas, featuring Lazy Boy, Lane, and Catnapper. Our Sleep Central bedding gallery offers you the opportunity to pick out just the right firmness of Sealy or Stearns & Foster mattress set. All of us at Orr's Furniture wish the Leopards well this season, and we look forward to visiting with you this fall.
Once again, we'll return to Claude Mann Stadium, where the Little Rock Fair War Eagles have extended their lead over the Malvern Leopards to 19-7. 10:17 remaining here in the first half of play. Number 9, Johnny Sampson, scoring twice for the War Eagles so far tonight. As they get set to kick this one off. Again, Clegg deep, but another short kick, and this one's going to be fielded at the 27-yard line. Then up near the 40 goes
Kashib Manuel.
Yeah, Kashib Manuel. And Johnny, that's another one of the young men that's sustained some injuries this year. It's good to see him out on the field for the Malvern Leopards.
And he's an asset to this Malvern Leopard team, and he's got the tools to be very good.
Josh Moore brings the offense back out on the field. Good field position, ball spotted at the 41.
Well, it's very important, guys. The Leopards have to answer now. I mean, if we're going to stay in this ball game, I think we need to answer them right now.
4 wideouts. Clegg goes in motion once again. Fake to give up the middle. Option play behind Clegg once again. This time he covers it back at the 36.
Wow.
Basically, well, exactly the same play we saw Malvern's last series end with. And it looks like a little bit of, I wouldn't necessarily call it miscommunication, but either somebody's out of place or the pitch is going the wrong direction.
The quarterback's got to feel where that running back is with him at all times to know about where to pitch the ball. He's got to feel him and see him out of his vision right before that defender comes up and makes him make the decision.
Again, 4 wideouts. Lawson the play back to about the 36-yard line. Moore looking to throw, has some pressure, rolls to his right, lets it go. It is complete at the 45-yard line. Wardell Brim with the reception, and that gets a big chunk of the yardage back, plus a little bit more.
Yeah, it almost gets 10 yards, and it'll be about 6 yards to go for a first down, but that beats 15. Good catch by Wardell Brim. It's down around his ankles. He comes up with it, leans back towards and comes back to his quarterback to make the reception.
Coming in once again is Cantrell Johnson to play some wide out with Sue. Again, 4 wideouts for the Leopards. Delamar in the backfield along with Moore. One of the War Eagles jumps and the play is stopped. So the Leopards will get 5 more, and now it'll be, Johnny, it should be 3rd and 1.
Very close to the first down. The nose guard of anybody, no one is seeing the ball. He jumps right into the encroachment line in the neutral zone, and just about a half a yard to go. Malvern has to get to the 49, and they're just inside that 50-yard line marker into War Eagle territory. Malvern's got many different plays that they can run to get this first down.
If I remember right, number 4 likes to call his own number on these kind of plays.
I loved it.
Clegg in motion once again to give to Delamar up the middle, and he should have the first down. We'll wait on the spot. It's going to be very close. Ball spotted just inside the 49, Johnny, and
they're not going to give it to him. That's not enough.
No.
About a football length is where they're about. They've got to get to that 49-yard line, and they are about a football length short.
So it looks like Eagle Eye Gibbs has this one spotted already. It should be 4th down. And we're right along that line, so I'm going to have to concur with the...
Yeah, I believe Eagle Eye, I believe it's a half a football short. Oh, it's more than that.
8 football.
8 football.
And that's about right. Moore comes back out, and Johnny down 19-7 at homecoming. I say you go for it.
Oh, no doubt. I think anywhere around midfield, you've got to make progress and make good things happen for your team. And Malvern has definitely come up to the line of scrimmage as they're going to go for it.
Just like Moore's going to come up under center, Delamar's going to line up behind him. There'll be 4 wideouts, but I don't think there's much doubt this one's going to be on the ground one way or another. Referee sets it in motion. Moore on the carry, and he certainly has the first down as he is brought down at about the 48. Goes over his right tackle there, Johnny, and kind of like I said before, that's a good one where the quarterback likes to call his own number.
Yeah, he got up there. Josh Moore got up to the line of scrimmage and saw where the weakness in the line was. Of course, they had 2 guys right on the center, and he sees the crease, and he goes right off the tail end to his right and slides in there for another 1.5 yards.
First down and 10 now for the Leopards. Ball spotted at the fair 48. Moore back in shotgun now, still 4 wideouts. Looks to his right, lets it go, intended for Brim. Brim was open, but Moore overshot him.
A little quick getting it out to his receiver, and Brim was coming around, and it was thrown a little bit to his outside. Just a little bit quick, it seemed like.
Yeah, and he had, I think, Josh may have rushed that a little bit. He had some time, but
that's the tough part about being in the shotgun. You can see the field downfield and see which receivers are open at the time. It's not a timing. It is a timing pattern for the receivers, but the quarterback's got to get it to him right at the moment the receiver's ready to catch it.
Option play for the Leopards once again, this time Huell on the carry. And he is going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line.
Good 6-yard carry by Bruce Huell. Again, this young man is a big asset for these Malvern Leopards.
Clegg getting a respite on offense. 3rd down and 4 now for the Leopards, gain of 6 on the play. 7:08 remaining here in the first half, and Little Rock Fair leads 19-7. Brim and Johnson go split to the far side. Butler to the near side. 2 men in the backfield along with Moore. Bruce Huell up the middle, and he's going to be brought down just inside the 40. And the Leopards will be looking at another 4th down. 4th down and about, Johnny, would you say, a yard and a half?
Very close. Probably that's a long yard and a half. They've almost have to be past the 38-yard line. The ball's sitting inside the 40. And Malvern, they're in the War Eagle territory. They have to get the ball past that 1st down marker to even have a chance in this ball game.
Huell and Butler come split to the near side. Brim, well, we've got stoppage on the play, and it looks like the Leopards have taken a timeout. We're going to take a break as well. Once again, it's 19-7 fair. We'll be back in a moment.
Teeter Chevrolet, your one stop for all your truck, car, and SUV needs. New and pre-owned, we have them. At Teeter Chevrolet, our service is second to none. And our body shop is the best around. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
And we come return to Claude Mann Stadium. Leopards facing 4th down and 2. Moore takes the snap. Option near side. Moore going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down as he gets to the 36, maybe the 37-yard line.
Great read by Josh Moore, knowing that the D-backs and the linemen are all going for the running backs because Josh been pitching it every time. Their guess was their loss, and Josh took advantage of it.
Nice read. Really nice read by Moore.
Huell comes out of the game now for the Leopards. 5:58 remaining here in the first half of play. Leopards needing to close the gap here. Brim and Butler go split to the far side. Judd split to the near side. Up the middle, Clegg. Now going outside to the right. Has running room, has the 1st down, and is knocked down. Actually, they're going to, looked like he had gone out of bounds. They will stop the clock for the chains to move, but he definitely has enough for the 1st down.
Oh, yeah, that was an inside handoff, and faking Delamar inside, and Stephen Clegg just bounces on out to the outside and gets a good gain down near the 20-yard line.
Nice 16-yard run, guys. I mean, he covered it quick.
Ball spotted at the 21. 1st down and 10 for the Leopards. Brim and Butler again split to the right, Judd to the left. 2 men in the backfield along with Moore. Up the middle, Delamar, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. And they were looking for that one, Johnny. We've run that several times, and a few times Delamar's found some running room, but that time they clogged him up early.
Yeah, you can see the defensive formation. They're just crowding the line of scrimmage. The linebackers even crowding up. and they're just daring Malvern to pass down the middle of the field. It's one of those decisions you probably sneak up Delamar as a linebacker, slot or in a tight end position and sneak in behind those linebackers and get a TD.
Moore in shotgun once again, looking to his left, looking to the end zone, trying to find Judd. It is incomplete. A lot of contact, but no penalty on the play.
Judd had a shot at it just momentarily, but the defender was up there with him, knocking the ball away. So,
well, the thing about it is that's a mismatch. You know, Judd's probably got him by at least 3 or 4 inches, and we may see that again.
All of our wide receivers are definitely mismatches against this defense, but their quickness, you know, makes a little difference there.
And it looked like Johnny Fair had loaded up on the other side to get on Butler and Brim, who have been the primary targets for the Leopards. And once again, safety cheats to that side as Moore sets up in shotgun. Looking to throw, got pressure. Looking to the right side for Butler. It is incomplete. Butler nearly comes up with it. Double coverage on the play, but he can't quite reel it in.
Mike, what I was just mentioning a while ago, Stephen Clegg was right up in the slot. He fakes the outside and runs a post pattern. He was wide open down the middle of the field.
Unfortunately, Moore didn't have much time.
No, he was looking at Cameron Butler over to his right-hand side, and he tried to get it away as fast as he could, and it just falls just short of Cameron Butler, almost coming up with it.
The defensive end for Fair basically had a free shot at Moore, so he had to get rid of it in a hurry. Again, 4 wideouts. Ball goes over Moore's head, and the Leopards are going for it on 4th down. They're going to end up turning it over on downs back at the 40-yard line.
Wow.
Just those things that you don't want to see happen when it's a crucial time in the game. And then it just kind of seems like Malvern gets snake bit.
Well, defense definitely needs to hold here to keep the gap between themselves and Fair from getting any wider. It's currently a 12-point game, 19-7. Just under 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Tied formation for the War Eagles. 2 wideouts. Moore gives to his up back once again, and he is going to bust his way up near the 47-yard line. Number 21, Justin Thompson, on the carry.
Mike, there's a little yellow hanky laying right on the 42-yard line. It could go back.
And it looks like probably a holding penalty.
I'm thinking it is.
Well, it is a 10-yard penalty.
I say it's a hold.
Holding against the War Eagles moves the ball back to about the 32-yard line. Still first down. 19 yards to go.
Leopards got to get excited here and make a play. Let's get the Malvern Leopards back in this ball game.
Moore looking to throw, drops straight back. Throws complete underneath to his favorite target. Cantrell Johnson makes the tackle. Johnny Sampson on the reception.
About a 5-yard gain on the play. Cantrell Johnson making a great open field tackle. Then number 9 just wanted to get outside, and Cantrell just would not let him go. 3:44 left in the second quarter. Malvern trailing 19-7.
Second down and 14 now for Fair. Nearing the 3.5-minute mark. Again, Moore looking to throw, rolling out to his left, looking downfield, lays one out there. Taylor Riggett on coverage, breaks it up, nearly gets the interception. Good timing by Riggin. Johnny, we always talk about finding it at its highest point. He did a good job of doing that.
Excellent play. Taylor definitely going up a bigger receiver, and he looked like he was wide open, and Taylor bridged the gap very quickly and getting over there and breaking up the play. I think you need to watch that on Cox Communication. Isn't that right, Ron, tomorrow night?
Tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock, Channel 13, right out here on Cox Communication. Brought to you by a host of people, and we'll get to those after this play.
Moore again looking to throw. Takes a snap, throws over the middle, complete to his tight end near midfield.
Oh, great tackle. Great tackle.
Good tackle there by Cantrell Johnson as he brings Justin Cross to the ground, and it's 4th down for Fair.
Another great tackle. But Moore had all day long to pick apart the Malvern Leopards and couldn't find anything but an underneath pass, and Malvern is forcing the War Eagles to punt again.
Leopards only had 3 men on the line during that last play. Is why you didn't see a big rush against the War Eagles. Moore back to punt. Taylor Riggin set to return this one. Takes a bounce. He fields it at the 20. Gets across the 25, 30-yard line, and is going to be brought down at the 33.
Good return by Taylor Riggin.
Yeah, it's 2:23 left here. Malvern trailing the Fair War Eagles 7-19. Plenty of time here, Mike, Johnny, to get a score back on the ball game. Get this 14-19 at halftime and go in and we get the ball coming back out in the second half, and we can turn this thing around pretty quick.
Moore brings the play in. 4 wideouts for the Leopards. Delamar in the backfield with Moore. Fair showing blitz. Give, Delamar, fakes to give Delamar up the middle. Another drop pitch. This time Clegg picks it up, but he's going to be dropped for a loss back near the 26, maybe the 27-yard line.
You know what, guys? I'm not so sure that play is going to work.
Loss on the play of about 6, maybe 7 yards. Saying 6 on the scoreboard. Ball spotted at the 27. Leopards need to get to about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line to get the first down. 1:43 remaining here in the first half. Moore looks left, throws underneath to Clegg. Good block by Judd. Clegg has the ball up near the 40-yard line. And Philip Judd comes back to make a good block there, Johnny.
No doubt. Philip Judd kind of did a comeback, about a 10-yard hook or curl pattern, and he comes back and Josh Moore dumps it off to Stephen Clegg, and Stephen Clegg did all the rest. But Philip Judd made a great block to the inside linebacker trying to make a tackle on Clegg.
3rd down and 4 now. Moore again looking to throw over the middle. It is picked off at the 44. Into Malvern territory. Tackle finally made at about the 32-yard line.
Daniel Delamar coming up with a tackle, but the War Eagles got 51 seconds left on the clock and got a potential chance to pass it down the field and get a little bit more score on the board.
Well, I think Josh would like to have that one, having that back.
I was going to say, I think that one slipped out of his hand.
Yeah, threw it into triple coverage, and well, that's a tough situation.
Well, that wasn't the normal tight spiral we see out of Moore. I'm not sure that one didn't slip on him a little bit. Moore looking to throw, rolls out to his left. Under pressure from Manuel, but now he's got running room and is run out of bounds near the 20-yard line.
Bruce Hewell on the pressure, getting him out of bounds, but not before a first down near the 20-yard line. 44 seconds left on the clock.
Leopard defense trying to keep things in check. The Leopards already down 12 here in the first half. Tight formation for the War Eagles. Moore steps under center. Run the trap play up the middle. Lots of running room. Tackle made at the 10-yard line. Actually, they're going to spot it back at the 11. That's going to be very close to a first down. We've got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break as well. It's 19-7, Little Rock Fair.
My name is Jim Ferguson, and I am president of the Elkhorn Bank in Malvern. I've been in the banking business 30-plus years. 20 of those years have been in Malvern, Arkansas. I developed a lot of close friendships. I'm convinced that the management of Elkhorn Bank understands community banking. The willingness to offer the type of service that we believe exemplifies a community bank image.
The Elkhorn Experience. It's all about service. From Jim Ferguson, member FDIC.
Once again, we return to Claude Mann Stadium. Just right at 39 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. And the War Eagles have the ball at the Malvern 11-yard line. It's first down and 10. 19-7, War Eagles lead.
Malvern's got to come up with a big stop here. The War Eagles just ran a couple of plays and getting it into Malvern territory, very deep in Malvern territory. First down and 10, and the War Eagles can still get a first down right at the 1-yard line. So Malvern's going to have to start making some tackles and stop this War Eagle offense.
You know, it comes right down to like we've talked before, guys, basic football, blocking and tackling, and we're coming up a little short on the tackling in tonight, but I'm sure the coaches will address that at halftime and get that fixed.
Moore up under center again, a tight formation. Now rolls out to his left, going to keep it. Breaks away from one tackle, but finally brought down.
Inbounds.
So the clock continues to roll inside 30 seconds now as both teams hustle back to the line of scrimmage.
About the 6-yard line. Brings up second down and 5.
Referee blows the ball in play. Moore takes the snap, fakes the give, now throws the end zone touchdown, Little Rock Fair. The pass complete to his tight end, number 88, Justin Cross, and that is a 6-yard touchdown pass for Moore.
That's just what the Malvern Leopards did not want to see, allowing the War Eagles to get another 6 points on the board before halftime.
Well, like you said, it was all set up by the pass interception and the big return on the pass interception, and gosh, you know, that makes it tough, guys.
Once again, Little Rock Fair going 4-2. Moore takes it out to the left side, and he is in for the 2-point conversion, so that makes the score Little Rock Fair 27, Malvern 7. We'll be back in a moment.
Malvern National Bank can make your dreams come true with the Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit. This is Tony Warner, and if you're a homeowner, Malvern National Bank can show you the way to live your dreams by using the equity in your home. You can use the Home Advantage Equity Line for anything you want up to your qualifying amount and make one convenient monthly payment. Your low interest could be tax deductible, but check with your tax consultant. Take that long desired vacation, pay tuition, remodel your home, get a new vehicle you choose, and you don't have to come to the bank every time you need money. The Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit from Malvern National Bank, an equal housing lender. Call us today.
Once again, we return to Claude Mann Stadium. 11 seconds left here in the first half of play. Little Rock Fair comes down the field and extends their lead, Ron.
Well, yeah, like, you know, the real problem was we were down at the 39-yard line on a third and 4, and throw an interception, and gosh, they take it from our 39 down to down to their 33. 4 plays later, actually they're in for a touchdown, and that's really tough. The Leopards were moving, had a chance, and it's one of those things that a turnover can really kill you at a bad time, and it couldn't have come any worse for the Leopards than right then.
Short kick fielded by Cantrell Johnson at the 21-yard line, looking for room off the right side, breaks a couple tackles. Oh, nearly breaks it away, loses the football, but they're going to say he was down, ball spotted at the 37. So the Leopards have 3 seconds on the clock. Cantrell nearly broke that one, Johnny.
No doubt. One thing I'd do, I'd just put Josh Moore back there and just throw it as far as you can, but it looks like the War Eagles are going to see it.
They're making sure that doesn't happen. Their quarterback, Moore, is already set up back around his own 34-yard line. So we've got a timeout on the field. Little Rock Fair is going to take a short break. We will as well. 27-7, Fair leads.
George McClure Jr., Frank McClure, Jack Clayton, Gene Dugan, Bob Jones, Danny Riggins, Deanne Williams, Nita Wingo. These are the people who serve Malvern and the Hot Spring area for McClure Real Estate. McClure Real Estate is locally owned and locally operated, serving Hot Spring County since 1952. That's McClure Real Estate.
Once again, we return to Claude Mann Stadium. 3 seconds left. Leopards have time for one more play. The ball is spotted at their own 38-yard line. Leopards trail 27-7 here in the first half. Moore set up in shotgun, 4 wideouts. Low snap fielded by Moore. Throws incomplete, intended for Cantrell Johnson.
Get in on a penalty.
And we do have a penalty on the play. I'm going to say false start against the Leopards. That penalty is declined.
I don't see how they can end like that, because that's a dead ball foul. That means it should not.
Play should have never happened if it's a dead ball.
That's right. No, the clock should never start anyway.
Either way,
we go to halftime.
We are at halftime at Claude Mann Stadium. 27-7, the Leopards trail Little Rock Fair. We'll be back in a moment.
Teeter Chevrolet, your one stop for all your truck, car, and SUV needs. New and pre-owned, we have them. At Teeter Chevrolet, our service is second to none. And our body shop is the best around. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
We're back. Claude Mann Stadium. Halftime. Little less than 2 minutes left. Leopards trailing the Fair War Eagles 27-7 in a strange first half that, quite honestly, could have been turned around the other way because of penalties and fumbles, and if the Leopards just not capitalizing on scoring opportunities, Johnny.
Yeah, Malvern should have came out and scored 21 points right out of the gate. We had great field position. We just got stopped by a fumble and a couple of penalties, and got our offense stalling with a couple of bad pitches from the option plays, and Malvern just kind of got held up momentarily. And about that time, the War Eagles busted it out and made several big plays on offense and kind of opened get floodgates open to get 27 points on the board.
Well, in that first period, Malvern had 2 holding penalties that cost us 10 yards, and those are big penalties when you're trying to drive and do something there. Then it's then from the penalties, like I said earlier, it turned into fumbles, and the Leopards have really dug themselves into a hole, and they've got a tough mountain to climb on this second half to come out, don't they, Mike?
Absolutely. It's down 20 points. Of course, they do get the ball to start the second half. It's kind of like we said we said really several weeks in a row. Is it imperative they score on this first drive? Not necessarily, but they've got to do some damage.
Well, and the Leopards need to find some way, and we may be a year away from it, but the Leopards early on in the season, we had some big games, some big threats. Like I said before, Clegg comes into this game averaging 6.33 yards a carry, and a lot of those were on. A lot of that yardage was built up in the first 2 or 3 ball games. When the first two of the first 3 ball games, he had runs of over 60 yards, and by looking at film, the teams have recognized number 35, Stephen Clegg, for the Leopards, and realized you've got to stop him, then you've got to stop Daniel Delamar, and quite honestly, force the Leopards to pass, and that's what looks like what Fair's trying to do and have done.
They've done a pretty good job of it so far. Now both teams have come back out onto the field, and we will be set to get the second half underway momentarily. The Leopards will get the football. Johnny, you talked about getting it to the big wide receivers, and the Leopards just haven't done that very consistently tonight, and honestly all year.
No, it's something that you got to do. You got to get it to your weapons. And one thing is, Cameron Butler's one of your big weapons, and we haven't got it to him tonight. We've been going to Phillip Judd because they've been covering Cameron Butler with the better defensive backs. And, Wardell Brim has stepped up his play during this year, and we've gone to him as well.
And what the Leopards really need, guys, let's be honest, the Leopards need something. They need somebody out there. They need that go-to receiver that, whether it's 5 yards, 4 yards, or 12 yards, that they know that you've got the hands to catch it and consistency. And that's something we have not had in our passing game, is consistency catching the ball. We've hit Josh has hit a lot of kids in the hands, guys.
And the kick from Fair gets away. It's going to be fielded about the 25-yard line. And that's the Southern State Bank isolated player, I believe, Johnny, on the return, Bruce Ewell.
Getting it up over the 35, near the 36-yard line. And he caught it on the run around the shoelaces and advances it another 14, 15 yards and get great field position. Malvern's got, 65 yards to score. So,
Johnny, I have to be honest, I was a little worried about him fielding that one. Catching on a dead sprint at his ankles, and did a good job of holding on.
Hill's just a really good football player, guys. He's good for us.
4 wideouts for Moore. Takes the snap, looks to his left, throws. Incomplete, intended for Clegg. Couldn't quite come up with it. It was down on the shoestrings.
It was almost skipped over there to Stephen Clegg. No chance to catch it, and missed opportunity there in the flat.
Leopards on their opening drive here in the second half, trailing by 20. It's 27-7. Judd comes split to the near side. Butler and Johnson split to the far side. Clegg and Delamar in the backfield. The give is to Delamar. Delamar met back behind the line of scrimmage and a loss of a couple yards on the play.
Yeah, Mike, the defensive line got big pressure in the backfield. Delamar got the ball. And about that time, he was hit in the backfield by the defensive linemen, so no place for Daniel Delamar to go.
Loss of a couple on the play. It's 3rd down and 12. Same formation. No, I'll take that back. Now 4 wideouts as Clegg comes split to the near side along with Judd. Here's the snap. Moore looks to his left. Now looking for Clegg. Can't quite make the connection. By the time Clegg looked up, the ball was just about past him. So it is 4th down and 12 now for the Leopards, and the opening drive doesn't go the Leopards' way.
Well, that was a timing pattern, and the timing just wasn't there. And so we're see what happens here.
4th down and 12, Morton shotgun. Feels the snap, gets the kick away. High, long punt. Caught at the 40-yard line, out across the 45, now across midfield. One man to beat, Clegg. Finally rides him down at the 10-yard line, but we've got a flag back near midfield.
Yeah, the way he threw it back there, it's either a block in the back or a hold.
Yeah, Philip Judd got hit in the back.
And the penalty should be against Fair. We're still waiting for the actual signal. Just over 1 minute gone here in the 3rd quarter.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul at the 48. We'll move the ball way back to their 42-yard line. So Malvern's defense catches a break. But Malvern seems to come out dead here. Not a lot of enthusiasm, not really wanting to get fired up. And Malvern's going to have to get fired up to get back into this ball game.
1st down and 10 for Fair. Tight formation. Fair came out with a little more of a wide open look initially, or to start the game rather.
They did.
And going to a tight formation, pretty much stayed there.
Yeah, and I know, Johnny, you looked at the scouting report, and I glanced at it a little bit, and they showed a lot of wide open. And boy, I tell you what, they found out they could close ranks, get in tight, and run it on Malvern, didn't they?
Yeah.
Moore up under center, takes a snap give. Trap play to the near side. And tackle made at the 45-yard line. On the carry for the War Eagles was number 21, Justin Thompson.
Cantrell Johnson as well as Bruce Hewell on the tackle, but not before a good 3.5, 4-yard carry. And they are up over the 45-yard line of the War Eagles.
Second down, 6 yards to go. Again, a tight formation. Brandon Moore, the quarterback, fakes to give, or actually another double handoff, and racing down the far sidelines once again is number 9, Johnny Sampson, and Sampson has accumulated a great deal of yardage here tonight.
Taylor Riggins pushes the running back out of bounds, and big carry for number 9. He's fast, and he's been a weapon for him tonight on the offensive side of the ball.
Gets the ball down to the 24-yard line of Malvern. First down for the War Eagles. Looking to extend their lead is 27-7. Fair leading Malvern. One wide out for Moore, but he gives up the middle to his fullback. And that is number 3, Avery Williams on the carry. He doesn't get much. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line.
I tell you what.
Actually, they'll spot it back at the 22. Go ahead, Ron.
You said earlier he's been limping around, but he gets the ball and he just bulls forward, doesn't he, Mike?
Absolutely. Gain of 2 on the play. It's second down and 8. Pitched near side. Looking for room is the running back, and he gets down near around the 10-yard line. Number 21, Justin Thompson on the carry.
Bruce Hewell again on the tackle, but not before they get a first down at the 10-yard line. And the running back, he did a great job letting his blockers get out in front of him, not outrunning those guys, and just waited for those to get an extra 5-10 yards.
The fair running backs, the quarterback included, have done an excellent job of staying, not getting ahead of their blockers, and just letting them roll on and then making their cuts.
Moore gives to the first man through. That's number 20.
Yeah, it was
Lee Robinson.
Student body sweep left, and the quarterback actually trips the young man trying to get out and block in front of him.
Loss on the play of about a yard. It's second down and 11.
Number 20, did you call his number, Mike? Lee Robinson?
Yeah, Lee Robinson.
Okay.
Moore this time gives once again to his back, who goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Again, that was Lee Robinson. They ran the same exact play as the time before.
Robinson goes in from 11 yards out. At the 8:35 mark here in the third quarter. Lead now of 33-7 for Fair. As they get set, and it looks like they're going to go for 2 once again. Moore running near side, has a blocker. He goes in untouched for the 2-point conversion. So with 8:35 left here in the third quarter, it's 35-7 Fair. We'll be back in a moment.
At Southern State Bank, we know that our success depends on the success of our customers. So we go the extra mile to help you fulfill your dreams. Whether your goal is to build your dream home, provide for your children's college education, or secure retirement income, at Southern State Bank, we want to help make your dreams a reality. So come by Southern State Bank and receive banking in the right direction.
35-7 here at Claude Mann Stadium. The War Eagles lead the Malvern Leopards. 8:35 remaining in the third quarter. 11-yard run by Lee Robinson, capping off that Fair drive. Moore goes in for the 2-point conversion.
definitely not what Malvern wanted to come out and do this second half, is allowing any more points, because Malvern's putting themselves in a deeper hole.
The kick is away. It is fielded at the 24-yard line. On the return is Bruce Ewell, who gets out to about the 43.
You know, I'm going to say something. If every Leopard, and you watch this on Channel 13 tomorrow at 4 o'clock, if every Leopard will get out there and give the effort and the heart that Bruce Ewell's showing, it wouldn't be 35-7.
Ewell definitely playing hard, and he showed up in the stat books on both sides of the football.
He definitely has a lot of heart and determination on this ball team, and he gives it all, 125% of himself as he steps inside those lines.
2 men in the backfield with Moore. Clegg trying the right side, and he's going to be brought down near the line of scrimmage.
You know, we're talking about Ewell, and once again we're talking about, you know, one of these 10th graders. Bruce is 5'8", 175-pound 10th grader. I don't think he's 185 pounds. I don't think he's much over 165, 170 pounds, Johnny. But, you know, he's part of the future. Him and these 10th graders and some of these 11th graders, they're the future for these Leopards, and we need a bunch like him.
Failed to mention before, Witherspoon now at quarterback for the Leopards. Takes a snap, looking to his right, throws, complete to the right side, and getting some yardage out there is Cameron Butler. He's hit just almost as soon as he catches the football up at about the 47-yard line.
One thing is, Anthony Witherspoon got it out there very quick. He's got a good, strong arm, and definitely steps up and zings it out there to Cameron Butler. But Cameron Butler was met immediately as he catches the ball.
You'll remember Witherspoon was hurt a couple of games ago, hurt his ankle. We weren't sure exactly when he'd be back. Came in for one play last week and threw a touchdown from about 4 yards out, if I remember right. Again, takes it, looking to throw. Over the middle, looking for his tailback. The pass is picked off at the 29. And on the return for Little Rock Fair is number 23, Stanley Giles. And Giles is brought down at the 45 of Fair.
That ball was just underthrown. Because Clegg was had his man beat, and Witherspoon just didn't quite get it to him. 6:49 here in the third quarter. Malvern trailing 35-7, and Ferris just got the ball again on a turnover, guys.
New quarterback.
Give up the middle, fumble on the play.
I think Malvern might have this one.
And a bit of a scrum going on.
Yeah, they should have made. They said Malvern got it.
Malvern football. There was a big scrum down at the bottom of the pile. Surprised the flag wasn't thrown, as there was some
Bruce Huell on the recovery.
A lot going on, and just as soon as we mentioned Huell not giving up, he comes up with the fumble. And Johnny, I'm pretty sure he took a couple of shots down there as they were trying to wrestle that football away.
No doubt, but you know, that's what it takes. Somebody scratching and clawing and getting something done on the defensive side and getting somebody excited.
So Malvern now with good field position at the Little Rock Fair 46-yard line. Trailing by 28 points. Witherspoon, the quarterback, shovel pass to Clegg. Trying the left side, finds some room, has the first down as he gets down near the 30-yard line.
Great effort by Stephen Clegg. He sits back and waits for his blockers to get in front of him. He just follows them in the hole, and big push down near the 30-yard line, almost a 15-yard carry.
That would be 14 yards.
That's why we got you here, Ron.
Ron, the mathematician.
The non-calculator man.
No, don't take my calculator away. I'm gone. I'm out of here. You take my calculator.
Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. 4 wideouts for Witherspoon. Brings Clegg in motion. Fakes, or gives up the middle rather to Delamar. Delamar gets down inside the 25. They'll spot him at the 24. Gain of 7 on the play.
Good penetration again by our line, and line's kind of getting sparked up here, getting some good push and allowing some big holes to open up for these running backs.
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference. But
2nd down and 3 for the Leopards. Give once again to Delamar, and Delamar is going to be dropped for a loss back near the 27-yard line.
They just slide through those gaps and break through the backfield and bring Delamar down immediately when he gets the ball.
Butler and Johnson go split to the far side. Judd and Clegg to the near side. Delamar in the backfield along with Witherspoon. Looking to throw, is complete. To Judd, and Judd runs over his defenders. He gets inside the 15-yard line. And that'll be enough for a first down. Now, well, I say that, and as soon as I do, I see a flag back near the 30. Five minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Ball, or holding against the Leopards is the call. The ball is spotted back at the 43-yard line.
That's an unfortunate call. It seemed like it was way after the throw. It didn't even seem like there was even a chance because it was just a curl pattern.
Third down and 21 for the Leopards. Witherspoon in shotgun, 4 wideouts. Delamar in the backfield. Spoon throws, right side complete to Butler, and Butler is up near the 20-yard line, so the Leopards about a yard away from a first down.
Mike, that was a slant, and Cameron Butler got behind his D-back, and Witherspoon just threw a good strike to him, and he gets almost 22 yards on the play, very near a first down.
Fourth down, about a yard.
That's a nice play. That's one of those timing patterns right there that Johnny's an old QB. He let that ball go and hit him in stride, didn't he?
Yeah, you got to hit him in stride to make the play a big success, and he hit him right on the numbers as he was making those long strides down the field.
3 wideouts. Witherspoon under center. Pitch to Clegg. Trying the right side. He has the first down. Inside the 20-yard line, they'll spot him near the 19.
Good play call going outside. The War Eagles have been having great penetration inside, so Malvern decides to go outside just with a simple, quick pitch out to the right.
4:18 remaining here in the third quarter. Leopards driving.
You're looking down there, Daniel Delamar is the only upperclassman, only senior in this backfield. I'm going to tell you what, the way Daniel runs, we're going to have to find somebody to replace him because he's really turned into a very good, hard-nosed football player. Daniel gives 110% all the time.
Clegg in the backfield with Witherspoon. 4 wideouts for the Leopards. Spoon, shovel pass, Clegg, and he has nowhere to go but finds his way back near the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard on the play, but Johnny, there was 2 or 3 guys on him by the time he touched the football.
Yeah, it's just too much penetration by this War Eagle defense, and 51, he was in the backfield just like he was shot out of a gun.
And they're going to say that he got back or just past the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Leopards. The Leopards trail 35-7. We're at the 3:35 mark here in the 3rd quarter. 2 wideouts on each side for the Leopards. Witherspoon looking to throw, now tucks it and runs up the middle. And nice to see that Witherspoon has his speed again as he's brought down at about the 13, gain of 5.
Well, I tell you what, Johnny, that's got to be a confidence builder for Witherspoon, if nothing else, knowing that he can take off and go on that ankle.
Yeah, the ankle, you know, you're okay when you're going straight forward, but if you're going to have to shift and move to left or right, that's when you test that ankle. And he was definitely quarterback sneak straight up the gut.
Again, 2 wideouts to either side for Witherspoon. Delamar in the backfield to his left. Looking right and caught by Butler. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Down near the 5-yard line.
Great curl pattern in Cameron Butler. He wasn't even turned around. The ball was in the air, and as he turns around, he got it right there in the number. So that timing pattern by Anthony Witherspoon is on target tonight.
1st down and goal to go. Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. Or excuse me, the 5-yard line. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 3 wideouts now for the Leopards. Lined up in the slot is Delamar. Flags on the play before the Leopards are able to get the play started. Still 5 seconds left on the play clock, so that shouldn't be the call.
The back judge throws the flag, and he's the one that's using the delay of game. Illegal participation against the defense.
Well, the Fair has been shuffling players in and out quite a bit.
Got caught with 12 on the playing field, so Malvern gets another couple more yards down inside the
should be at the
3-yard
2.5.
line.
Yeah, about 2.5 because the ball was on the 5, so they'll get half the distance.
So I put that down as 2.5.
Absolutely, Ron. Actually, I think it was 2.437.
My helpers.
1st down, goal to goal from the 3-yard line or just inside the 3. Give Delamar, trying the right side, runs over a man and gets into the end zone. Touchdown Malvern with 2:30 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Whoa.
Boom! And the fireworks go off at Claude Mann Stadium as the Leopards get on the board for the first time in the 2nd half.
That was a nice drive, guys. We started and really we overcome the big holding penalty back
I think that's the biggest key
on the drive, and actually set us back 22 yards, and to overcome that, Witherspoon's kick is good. I'll talk through it. Sorry, Michael.
That's all right. Josh Moore.
Witherspoon has breathed a little bit of fresh air, or whatever, into our passing game. Gosh, he just got a little bit stronger arm, and
and then a few of those times he had pretty good time to look downfield. And one of the things they have to respect with Witherspoon is he does have great speed as well. Ron, while we do have a moment, let's go ahead and thanks to the people who make this possible.
We'd like to thank the people. First of all, we'd like to thank Craig's Barbecue. Gosh, great meal for the crew inside, the chain crew and the officials and the coaching staff, and for the press box crew. But gosh, you just can't say enough about our weekly sponsors: MNB Bank, McClure Real Estate, Elkhorn Bank, OTC, Southern State Bank, Orr's Fine Furniture, McDonald's, Malvern Daily Record with a halftime stats, Teeter Chevrolet, and our friends at Cox Communications, Cox Cable Channel 13, and always with Mike Chance and Johnny Gibbs.
And Ron McNamara. Kick fielded at the 20-yard line, out across the 30, and finally the tackle is made at about the 38, maybe the 39-yard line.
One thing that I would also like to add to what Ron's comments were is that all these sponsors' proceeds go to the Malvern Athletic Booster Club program, and all that comes to support this program. That's boys and girls as well, junior high and senior high, and those proceeds pay for these kids' meals and while they're on the go and so forth, and leopard jackets and letter jackets and so forth. So these proceeds go to a lot of things for the Booster Club.
Little Rock Fair with the football. Moore back in the game, pitches to his tailback, who gets up across the 45-yard line. On the carry was number 20, Lee Robinson. And Robinson's come in and done some damage with a fresh set of legs, Ron.
Yeah, you know, he came in at first half. Back at the tailback, we saw a lot of Justin Thompson. We saw as much of Justin Thompson as we've seen of Lee Robinson here in same plays. We're seeing 20 now instead of 21, Mike.
Moore once again pitches to Thompson. Thompson has the first down as he crosses midfield into Leopard territory. Tackle made at the 49.
You know, Johnny, that looks like Robinson's student body left, student body right. Only thing is, they're in tighter and they're not going to the sideline as much as Robinson does.
No, they're not.
They got a bunch of blockers out in front of that runner, though, don't they?
And the quarterback is one of them. Very good athlete, Moore is. Back under center, again a tight formation. One man split to the left side. Give up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 4, maybe 3 yards on the carry.
Number 3.
And he limps his way back to the huddle.
You guys aren't old
If I could run that well, I would limp all the time.
You guys aren't old enough to remember when Jimmy Brown played for the Cleveland Browns. That's the way he'd do it. He'd limp around and go back to the huddle, and they'd have to carry him back to the huddle. Then he'd break one off for about 25, 30 yards. This guy's not a Jimmy Brown, excuse me, but it does remind you the way he kind of slows around and everything.
Inside a minute now, remaining in the third quarter. Moore rolls, naked bootleg near side, on the run across the 40-yard line, down near the 30, makes the tackle made just inside the Malvern 30, and that'll be enough for another fair first down with 34 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
The quickness of Brown, he just outrun everybody, and whenever you do that naked bootleg, everybody's thinking that student body sweep's going to this left, and he sneaks out, and he just beating everybody by foot.
You know, once again, though, gosh, we've got a 10th grader out there. Terrence Block gets out there and makes an open field tackle on this kid that another one of these 10th graders looks like he wants to step up and play.
Give to Robinson, the tailback, breaks off the left side. He has the first down. Inside the Malvern 20. They'll spot him at about the 16.
Once again, Terrence Block brings down a touchdown-saving tackle again, and you can't say any more about these 10th graders that do play on a week-to-week basis.
Johnny, we can think back to when we were 10th graders. I know I was woefully unprepared to step onto the field. It's nice to see these 10th graders able to contribute, and look forward to seeing them grow as football players. Moore takes a snap, give up the middle, and that's Robinson. And Robinson gets down to about the 13-yard line as we end the third quarter of play. It's the end of the third, 35-14 fair leads Malvern.
Hanging with my boys, no one to bother us. None of that noise. Lady Luck's on my side, I'm about to take the fellas for a ride. A little bluff here and a few white lies. You do what you got to take home the prize. Suckers.
Looking for a sure thing? Head to McDonald's for one of Arkansas's favorites, the classic double cheeseburger. Get it for only $1 on McDonald's dollar menu.
Once again, to return to Claude Mann Stadium, the Little Rock Farrier War Eagles lead the Malvern Leopards 35-14 as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, it's stranger things have happened than scoring 22 points in the fourth quarter, and we need to hit them hard, get the ball back here, get a chance, and hit them hard and hit them fast. We got to stop them here first.
Tight formation, nobody wide for the War Eagles as Moore takes a snap, gives to Robinson. Tackle made immediately.
Great play by Cantrell Johnson. Get up there with containment, trying to get in the backfield to break it up, and he makes a shoestring tackle for a loss.
Third down now and about 7 yards for the War Eagles.
So definitely 2-down territory for the War Eagles, so Malvern's going to have to make 2 stops here to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. Double handoff once again. On the carry, number 9, Sampson, and he's brought down short of the first down marker, down to about the 8-yard line, and Fair needs to get to about the 7 for the first.
Philander Means makes a diving tackle and keeping them from getting the first down, and Malvern got a good chance of stopping them right here.
Fourth down, 2 yards to go. One man goes wide for the War Eagles. Still 2-man in the backfield. Moore takes a snap, going to keep it himself. Now he pitches out to Robinson. Robinson with a good shot at the goal line. And he goes in for the touchdown. Well, I say that. The referee held his hands up at least momentarily.
He signaled touchdown over there. So
all right, it is a touchdown for the War Eagles. They now lead 41-14.
Got to the outside and nobody was home and was easily getting into the corner of the end zone from around 8 yards out.
Now the War Eagles going for the extra point, get the kick away, and it is good. So with 10:40 remaining here in the football game, Little Rock Fair leads the Malvern Leopards 42-14. We'll be back after this.
Ouachita Technical College in Malvern can get you started in the right direction. Ouachita Tech has all the classes you need to prepare yourself for a 4-year degree, as well as a variety of 1- and 2-year programs available. Plus, Ouachita Tech has made it even easier for you to get the classes you need. Online classes. Whether you're a first-time student or someone looking to get back to college, get a great start at one of the best colleges in Arkansas, Ouachita Technical College in Malvern.
42-14, Little Rock Fair leading the Malvern Leopards. 10:40 remaining here in the football game, and Little Rock Fair getting set to kick this one off. Fair had at one point brought in their second offense, but after Malvern scored, I say second offense, at least some substitutes. After Malvern scored on their last possession, first team offense came back out and looked very strong on their drive to the goal line. War Eagles getting set to kick off. Deep for Malvern is Clegg. Huell and Taylor, the upbacks. This one gets away from Huell. Clegg comes back, tries to cover the football. Now looks like maybe Huell got it. Ooh. And that one's going to be back close to the Malvern 10.
I tell you what, that's a kid wanting to make a play, making, quite honestly, a sophomore mistake. But it's not from lack of effort, Johnny. I mean, that's one that you fall down on up there. But this kid just wants to make something happen, wants to do something. So they'll talk to him about it and tell him next time just fall on the ball. But they're not going to dampen his spirit, I'm sure.
Ball spotted at the 13-yard line. Leopards take over 1st and 10. Wardell Brim goes split to the far side. Jones and Butler to the near side. Witherspoon still your quarterback. Looks to throw. Now going to run with the football. And he runs out of bounds, and he's going to be about a yard or two shy of the first down, but flashing that speed, Johnny, that makes him very dangerous.
Yeah, Mike, I think he's maybe 85, maybe 80% to full health, but he's still limping a little bit. But he can sure show that burst of speed and get out there pretty quick and he was very elusive on that. They still got their number one lineman in for the ball game, and he got outside of them.
It looks like he ran out a little bit earlier than what I thought. The play was across the field. It's about 2nd down and 4 for the Leopards. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. 4 wideouts. Give up the middle. Ball goes flying out. And it looks like Fair may have it near the 21, 22-yard line.
Looks like the defender hit the ball in the hands of Daniel Delamar, and the ball just squirted out immediately. And that's just an unfortunate break for the Malvern Leopards. Those things you just almost can't get away from on those.
Yeah, it's old Lady Luck has not smiled on the Leopards tonight.
1st down and 10 for Little Rock Fair. They get the ball at the Malvern 24-yard line, leading by 29 points. Or excuse me, 28 points. Give up the middle. Not much running room there as the Malvern defense steps up. Gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Bruce Huell on the tackle.
Once again, Avery Williams on the carry. Again, a tight formation for Fair. This time the give is to number 8, Demario Scott.
Blair Williams is lined up in the outside linebacker position and comes up and makes a big tackle here on 2nd down for a no gainer. So brings up 3rd and 5 for the War Eagles.
More up under center. Give once again, or fake the give, actually number 8, and now the pass is complete. Unbelievable. Great catch there by Avery Williams as he steps out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah.
Johnny, I wouldn't have given Williams much of a shot to catch that one, but showed very good hands.
He just, little soft pass. It was almost too soft to throw, and he got very close to going out of bounds, but comes up with the ball before he does.
You know, it's a lot like last year, guys, when the number 1, Brandon Moore, really hurt us at Fair last year. He's just a very, very tough kid to play, quarterback to play against.
Give Avery Williams up the middle, and he busts for good yardage down inside or right to the Malvern 5-yard line.
Hey, it looked like a bowling ball going and hitting pins, and just everybody's bouncing off of him, getting down to the 5. That's the tough part. You get tired in the ball game trying to make arm tackles, and this kid, you can't make arm tackles. He looks like he's about 250, just going straight downfield with his head down and just pushing.
Gain of about 7 on the play. The War Eagles can get a 1st down inside the 2. Give once again to Avery Williams, and Williams goes in for the touchdown. 6-yard run by Avery Williams extends the Fair lead to 48-14. And Little Rock Fair will set up for the extra point and try to make this a 35-point lead. Setting up to kick is number 32, Cortez Farrell. Gets the kick away, and it's good. 8:30 remaining here at Claude Mann Stadium. Little Rock Fair 49, Malvern 14. We'll be back in a moment.
Do you need help finding a commercial real estate location? McClure Real Estate maintains an extensive listing of commercial property for sale or for lease. Whether you need something large or something small, in Malvern or anywhere in our area. McClure Real Estate has a property to fit your needs. Give us a call at 332-2777 or come by our offices at 226 Olive. That's McClure Real Estate, serving Hot Spring County since 1952.
Once again, we'll return to Claude Mann Stadium. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the football game. And the War Eagles have it well in hand, 49-14. Malvern set to take the kickoff. Deep is Stephen Clegg. Another short kick, and Philip Judd calls for the fair catch at the 32-yard line. The clock continues to roll.
Just Malvern's defense just can't seem to slow them down. It just the momentum got shifted to them. We were 7-7 after the first quarter, and just the slide just continued to go downhill after that. And the defense held several times early in this ball game, got 7-7, and the War Eagles just started soaring from there.
Well, it's one thing that the Fair's done that everybody wants to do. You want to start running downhill, and they've been running downhill since halfway through the second quarter.
Witherspoon back in at quarterback for the Leopards, has 4 wideouts. Throws, swing pass out, intended for Clegg, and that one read well by Little Rock Fair. Had Clegg caught it, he would have had nowhere to go.
No, linebackers were even shifting outward, knowing about where the pass was going, and it'd been better off Witherspoon holding back and throwing it downfield to somebody else.
Witherspoon comes to the sideline and gets to play. 2nd down and 10 now for the Leopards. Judd and Delamar go to the far side.
Seth Roberts in the slot on this side.
Witherspoon hit in the backfield back at the 25-yard line. He had, Johnny, I'm not sure if there was a mix-up there. It looked like...
No. I think what happened is Anthony did a great job of not throwing the pitch. It was going to be an inside lateral, but Witherspoon should have realized it was going to be a shovel pass. So it would have been an incomplete pass if it was dropped. But Delamar was coming inside to take that shovel pass. Too much penetration by the line of the War Eagles, not allowing that pass to go off.
The heady play by Witherspoon as he minimizes the damage. Loss of 5 on the play is 3rd down and 15. 4 wideouts. Witherspoon looking to throw. Gets rid of it quick and overshoots his man Butler. And he didn't have much time there, Johnny, as he was getting pressure.
Yeah, they're our lines having a tough job keeping them out. But I tell you one thing, I'm not making excuses, but I'm looking out there. Eric Henson's a 10th grader in there. Ashton Caldwell's 11th grader. We're just so young up front. These kids are growing up under fire. Sean Finley's in there.
4th down and 15. Witherspoon still in.
Kyle Harrod's in. I mean, these are all, I'm telling you, the 10th graders in there right now.
Witherspoon takes a snap, looking, pitch the ball now does to Clegg. Clegg is going to be run out of bounds, well short of the 1st down, and Little Rock Fair will take over on downs. Gain was to about the 34, maybe the 33-yard line. Well shy of the 1st down marker. Four minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the football game.
And I'm not going to apologize to our audience for the positive, but there's quite honestly, there's just not a whole lot you can say. Except we would like to thank our friends at MNB. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, give up the middle. And that's a young man I haven't.
Demario Scott.
Number 8, number 8, Demario Scott on the carry. I thought that was 8, wanted to make sure.
8, skate and donate.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Well, I'd like to take this opportunity really to thank our sponsors, Malvern National Bank, MNB, McClure Real Estate, Elkhorn Bank, Jim Ferguson in the group, OCT, Washita Technical College. Great educational institution. Southern State Banks, thanks for lending us and letting us have Johnny Gibbs, Orange Furniture, McDonald's, Malvern Daily Record, Teeter Chevrolet, and our friends at Cox Channel 13.
Tight formation for Little Rock Fair. And I apologize, I lost the ball carrier there, and that is
Big 33.
He's about the size
Devon Thompson.
I also like to take this opportunity seriously to thank MNB Bank and Southern State Bank. MNB for letting us have John let us have Michael Chance. Mike Chance, the voice of the Leopards, does a great job, and we thank Claude Davis and the Parkers and that bunch. And gosh, what would we do without Johnny Gibbs from Southern State Bank? What would we do, Mike?
You'd find somebody else. Bruce Hill, another big tackle.
Wow.
Demario Scott on the carry, brought down at the 20-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 for Little Rock Fair. Ball spotted at the 20, inside 2.5 minutes. Little Rock Fair leads 49-14. And at quarterback for the War Eagles is Charles McPhee. And I apologize if I didn't get that name correct. Inside give once again. Demario Scott on the carry.
I don't expect any listeners from Fair to be listening to our program, so if you butcher, it's okay with me. Gain is to about the Malvern 15-yard line. 2nd down and 6. I believe Ron would just need the number. We care less if we get their names right. Right, Ron?
That's exactly right.
You're like the announcer for Georgia. He doesn't even call the opposing team's name. He just calls numbers.
Just calls numbers.
There you go. Maybe we need to take that approach.
McPhee gives up the middle once again. Demario Scott, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. 16-yard carry for Demario Scott extends the lead to 55-14. Just over a minute remaining in the football game. And you can't claim that Fair's running things up. 2nd team offense in. And every play was basically the same play there.
Yeah, it's unlike Hope, unlike Benton, or not Benton, but unlike Lake Hamilton and Hope and some of them that's made an effort to run the score up. Ferris played it pretty close to the vest here, and we just haven't been able to stop that tight inside. Maybe just that tight formation.
And the clock may run out. Well, they're actually calling for the clock to stop. 28 seconds remaining in the football game, so Malvern will have a chance for the return. But trailing 56-14, the return is somewhat immaterial. We're going to hold things here as the team takes the field and gets set to return the kickoff. It's been a long night for the Leopards.
We'll do a quick wrap-up. There isn't a whole lot to say other than it's been a long night for the Leopards. Got to regroup and look to next Friday night.
And we look, and you know, the Leopards have not, it could be very easy to give up the season here or anything like that, but I think these Leopards have too much character, and for that, and for those that might watch this game on Saturday, your true character shows in times of adversity, so I don't look for this team to back off as we travel forth through the season.
I don't see any pointing. I'll get it out. I don't see any Malvern. I see some kids that looked a little bit shocked. a little bit surprised, because quite honestly, this is a ball game coming into that everybody thought we had a 50-50 chance of winning. We should have, and I think the kids are surprised.
Taylor Riggin fields the kickoff, gets past the 25, and he's going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line.
But, the one thing to comment along with that is all year long, when we did battle adversity, we have not battled through adversity.
You're right.
And, we were battling hard, and we were in the ball game, and then all of a sudden they busted a long play, and we didn't answer. And when they busted another play, they stopped us 3 and out, and then turned around and scored again immediately after that. So Malvern just can't seem to get back in the ball game when something big happens on the other side of the ball.
And it's been that way since after, after about the fourth or the fifth ball game, it's just been real tough for them to bounce back.
Should be the last play of the game. 10 seconds left. Witherspoon throws. Looking for Cantrell Johnson. The ball is
picked off.
It looks like it's picked off near midfield. It's about the Malvern 47, and the clock will run out. Your final score here at Claude Mann Stadium, 56-14.